Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're visiting the 9/11 Memorial at World Trade Center 1. We just viewed the memorial to the firefighters who lost their lives in performing their duties, and it's one thing to see things on TV, but it's something else to actually be here and feel the energy in the area. Like, we were reading the wall and I literally got chills. So this is my first time here. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I remember how I felt on that day when, you know, the towers fell, and I was worried about my mom. I couldn't reach her for hours and hours and hours, and I cannot imagine how it feels for a family to have lost loved ones. So it takes nothing of me to pay my respects, and that's the order of the day. So if you're interested in seeing more, keep on watching.
Everyone looked up when this plane flew overhead, considering where we're standing and why we're here. Nothing in this area was designed by chance. The Freedom Tower, the pools which now stand in the square feet of the predecessors, everything ties together as a beautiful tribute to everyone who unfortunately lost their lives. And while the energy in the area was very somber, everyone standing around was paying their respects to the fallen. It reminds us about how resilient the human spirit is, how resilient we are as human beings, and how we will always triumph after tragedy. I must say that the experience was very moving for me, and I'm really glad that I decided to go because it's something that I really always wanted to do. All of the trees that you see planted here were actually transplanted from various crash sites across the United States, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma. But I'm looking for the survivor tree, which was the lone surviving tree found among the rubble after the towers fell. And here it is. It's called the survivor tree, and it was retrieved from the rubble, nursed back to health at a nursery in the Bronx, and then replanted here as a symbol of resilience. So compared to the other trees that surround it, it is the only tree of its species in that area, and I just think that's just such a beautiful story and a beautiful part of the tribute as well. After spending some time taking in the memorial, we decided to move along to the rest of our day. We came across this open air food market with various vendors selling all different types of cuisine. And here we are just going down the line to see what was available. Eventually, we decided to eat at the very first stall that we came across. They were a Brazilian food stall selling barbecue, and we had the best pork ribs ever. Like hands down, some of the best ribs I've ever had in the US. Well, I wouldn't say in my life, but definitely in the US. I got super excited when I saw this Jamaican stall selling what I assumed to be CMOS drinks, but they were only selling CMOS gel, which was a little disappointing because when I saw it, I was like, oh yes, I could definitely do with some soursop CMOS right now. But they did have some pretty interesting products on sale, blood cleansers, if you're battling diabetes, high blood pressure, the all natural things that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about. But we'll get to that in a subsequent vlog. My mom recommended this mall, which was very close by the memorial. It's called Brookfield Place, and it is an upscale shopping center. So all of the big brands, Gucci, Ferragamo, Louis Vuitton, Jo Malone, etc., you could find in here. Unfortunately, at this time, this is way above my budget, but it was nice to walk around. Here is my bestie trying on some new sneakers, which she did not buy, and then when she got home, she's like, where are my sneakers? A hot mess. So we walked around, and then we found the best sunglasses I have ever tried on in my entire life. I still dream about these sunglasses, so I'm putting them on my Christmas wish list. Hopefully Santa hooks your girl up. I'd never been down to this area before because I usually travel during the winter, and you have to be absolutely mad to think I would go close to the water's edge in the winter. To die of hypothermia? Absolutely not. And although I saw many yachts going by, many helicopters flying by, I did not find my super rich billionaire. It was really lovely to sit out by the water, just people watch. It's one of my favorite things to do in New York. Enjoy an ice cream because it was delicious. And just chill for a few minutes before we headed back to more familiar stomping grounds. This flood of people coming through the concourse area reminded me of a scene in Harry Potter. I'm not sure which movie, but it definitely looked like that to me in the moment. And of course, no day spent outside is complete without some retail therapy. So I found this Sephora and I'm just going around testing products that I'm interested in before I make a final decision as to which ones I would like to buy. Because makeup is always necessary, it's never too much, and when I step out, I have to ensure that the face is looking cute, although I haven't worn a single stitch of makeup this entire trip. But all in all, it was a wonderful day indeed.